Wednesday. Good afternoon and happy Wednesday. I hope everybody is having a blessed day. And today I will be talking about communication in a relationship. How to have better communication in a relationship. So, I'm going to have my best friend ask me and my husband some questions. And we're going to answer the questions. And we're just, go from there. All right.
All right, so here's the first question. How do you stop having the same argument over and over?
Okay, so she said the first question was how to stop having the same argument over and over in a relationship. All right, so you go first.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay. My take on it is, if you're in a relationship and you're having the same argument over again, it's best to listen to each other, make forth a change. Let your partner understand. Okay, I understand you. I'm gonna make the change and just go forward with it. But also listening and communication.
You just come closer so they can see you, because you're like way over there.
All right, that's all.
No, they don't see your face. This is live. You gotta do
That's
it.
all I have to say for right now.
Okay, so what I have to say is I'm always right. And if you agree with me, everything will be all right. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Very serious about that.
I'm joking. No, but like he said, it's better to hear each other opinion and try to work it out together. Find the best solution, and then you don't have to keep on having the same argument over and over if you guys come to some type of agreement about the argument.
Okay, so how do you find the common ground then?
How do we find the common ground? I try to listen and express how I feel about the situation and try to, I guess, get his understanding and his take. And then that's how I take it. What about you?
I agree with that.
You need to talk a little louder too.
I agree.
You agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
But what about the whole shutting down?
The whole shutting
and not
down.
finding the resolution? Like just brushing it off. Like I'm over this. Like I'm done.
What do you say about that?
Shutting down? You mean like to end the argument or?
Yeah, like you keep saying, I hear you, but
Right.
Are you really hearing that person? Or you just want them to be quiet?
To me personally, I feel that you shouldn't say that unless you truly understand a person. When you say I get it, your partner actually expects you to get it.
Right.
So if you don't get it, then just say I don't get it. So it's best to keep it 100 in a relationship. If you don't understand certain things, then try to figure out each other by communication.
Okay, we keep saying communication, but you can keep communicating, but if there's no understanding, then...
Right. So if you feel like if you keep communicating with your partner and they don't understand, or you probably are not on the same trail or path to understanding, or if you feel like your partner isn't trying to understand you, then that's something that you have to elaborate through your relationship personally. I can't actually tell anybody personally because...
what about in your relationship?
Maybe you need to look at the video.
Well, to me, in my relationship, I would have to just basically weigh out the apples and oranges and see okay, well, is she trying to understand me? Or if they
is there any change? Like you keep saying a certain thing, but do you see the change?
That's what another thing too, the discussion that we was talking about is sometimes actions speak louder than words.
Right.
So you have to look at that, the movement and see is she putting the movement behind the words, the action behind the words. So to each his own. Everybody has to figure that out within their relationship, you know. Because everybody has needs, you know. Everybody has different
That's true.
needs.
Well, let's talk about love language.
Love language. Can you like?
Go ahead. You say something. I had the last one. You didn't have no input on it.
As far as what?
What if your partner doesn't speak your same love language? Like, what do you do?
Well, for me, I try to give hints. I feel like if your partner is not like understanding what you're talking about, my mama's online. If your partner is not understanding like your needs and your wants, I feel like you should be able to communicate with them about your needs and your wants in order to have a successful relationship, marriage, friendship, whatever. But that's what I feel. Like, I think communication is like the key. Far as love language, like give an example. Far as what
do you do when you're more romantic than your partner?
What do I do if I'm more romantic than my partner? I kind of like basically like tell him like, hey, you know, I feel like you're not, you know, as romantic as I am, or I do more romantic things for you. I think you need to pick it up, and I think you need to like, you know, get it together.
What's romantic to you?
What's romantic to me? The little things. I feel like buying flowers, making your own cards, or buying your cards, or taking you on a romantic getaway for the weekend. That's what I feel like romance is.
But what do you do if you're not in that position to do those things?
If my partner is not in that position, I feel like making a nice dinner, having some candles, having some wine, doing an in-house picnic. That's what I feel like that's, you know, romantic is. Romance, you know, to keep it alive. Anything else?
Derek, you don't
What about you?
Yeah, I believe so. Communicating to your partner exactly what do you like. You know, like if you like roses and then your partner brings you orchids, you know, and you don't really like orchids or daisies, you feel me? So certain things
that
you
means
need.
you're not listening to you.
How listen, you know, so yeah, you know, you have to communicate with certain things and then let your partner work it out in his own unique way or their own unique way, you know. But also the partner has to be open to it, be open-minded, you know, and respect their unique twist on it, you know.
Yeah. So basically you're saying when you do these gestures, your partner should appreciate them. Maybe it's not exactly what you want, but if they are making that effort, then I think that should be recognized.
Yes. As long as you're making an effort and you're trying, no matter what your financial is, at least you're trying. And I think the little things sometimes outweigh the big things.
But what do you do if they don't even make that effort at all?
And you're constantly like saying it over and over, and you're constantly communicating, and you're expressing, and you're giving hints,
Yes.
then I think it's time for you to walk away if you're not getting what you want. If your needs is not being met in a relationship, and you're constantly communicating your needs and the things that you want and what you need, then you should just walk away, because it doesn't make any sense to constantly communicating and expressing, and then it's just no need to continue that relationship if your needs are not being met and they're not meeting you halfway.
So that would be basically your breaking point.
Yeah, that would be a breaking point. If we're constantly communicating, you're giving hints, you're telling this person, this is what I want, this is what I need, I demand this, I'm giving you all of me, and I'm meeting your needs, and I'm meeting you halfway, and they're not meeting you halfway, then it's time to walk away. You live, you learn. So, anything else you want to ask us?
Do we want to talk about finances?
Oh, yes. And finances is another big thing. You have to communicate in a relationship. That is like the number one rule, number one thing in a relationship that relationships fail, because the lack of communication far as finances. Because I feel like if I'm making a certain amount of money, you're making a certain amount of money, we need to communicate what's important, what bills are going to be paid. I don't need you to go take any money and go buy some frivolous stuff that doesn't matter when we have a household, we have bills, we have kids, we have all these things that need to be met, and you're just doing whatever you want. And that's how I feel. Like, communication as far as money, that's like the number one in relationships. Number one. Finances is like the number one breaking point in a relationship. People will walk away when it comes to money.
Yes, sir.
They will. And what do you have to say?
Oh no, yeah, finances, yeah. Also, too, if it's not working for you, then yeah, it's best to just walk away instead of just tormenting yourself. And if it ain't working, it ain't working. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
But I feel like communication with your partner, significant other, whatever you want to call it, it's important. Because if you don't communicate about money, your needs, your wants, your desires, anything like that, you're not going to have a successful relationship. Marriage, friendship, all of that. All that comes together. So if you don't have that, you're not going to have nothing. Anything else you want to add to
Any
this?
more questions?
What about nagging?
Nagging?
Nagging.
No. Do you want to talk about nagging? Since I nag you? You say I nag you?
Well, we all nag. We're all human beings, Sometimes we're just have to express ourselves, if you don't like nagging and you don't want to hear nobody else, you don't be with anybody else. You know what I mean? It comes with the territory. But you also have to realize, too, if we're going to nag about something, let's keep it logical. Let's really have something to talk about, besides
Choose
just...
your battles.
Yeah, just like, keep it... There's apples and oranges in life, and at the end of the day, we can't argue all day over spilled milk or, that stuff that could easily be cleaned up. But,
So yeah, you mentioned cleaning. So.
Right. Anything else, there's always ways of communicating.
So what do you do when your partner is OCD?
Absolutely.
No, OCD.
OCD?
OCD.
Over controlling or...
OCD is, what is it?
You just obsess.
Obsessed?
Obsess over things.
Like, just overdrive. Well, OCD,
Okay, so yesterday.
yeah.
So we're going to give an example about nagging. Okay, so yesterday.
And she is the nagger.
Okay, so he says I'm nagging. Okay, so yesterday I mopped the floor, the kitchen floor. And I said, hey, watch out. I just mopped the kitchen. I mopped the whole house. The kitchen, the bathroom, everything. And I said, can you please, don't mess up the floor in the bathroom. Can you keep the bathroom clean because I just cleaned it. So.
Friend, let me stop you. Did you really say please? Can you please? I don't feel like you said.
I said, don't mess up the bathroom. I said,
Okay, so
hey,
let's
can you?
get through it.
Okay, so I said, hey, can you not mess up the bathroom floor because I just cleaned up in there. And so he went in the bathroom, dropped some water, and he had his shoes on, and it left scuff marks on the floor. So yes, I was upset because I just mopped this bathroom floor, and you came in here and scuffed up the bathroom floor. So what did you have to say about that?
Which is understandable. But my take on it is that if you're going to mop in the morning, don't wake nobody up out the bed. Do your cleaning, and when you're done mopping the floors, Be like, hey, get up, because it's early in the morning anyway. You're doing your cleaning about like 7:30. I'm still knocked out. There's no reason to wake me up if you're still cleaning. What's the point? Yes, when I get up in the morning, I do brush my teeth. When when you're in the bathroom, you can expect water spills on the floor, or just water. Do you attend to do it? No. It's just some things that happen. But at the end of the day, we must be aware that there are a lot of things in life that are more important than complaining about something that could be swept up by a Swiffer on a wooden floor. That's just my take on it. But yes, I do understand. I mean, I made a living off of cleaning behind people, so I am aware of you doing something and then somebody come and messes it up. But that's one thing that we have in the cleaning world is called a touch-up. So if somebody does mess up, just do a touch-up. You don't have to do the whole floor. Just do that one spot, touch it up. That's my take on it.
But like you were saying, you are aware of the fact that you are spilling.
Yes, we all aware, but at the end of the day, let's be aware that that's just something that God created. He created stains, He created us, He created spills. Let's just clean it up. We shouldn't have World War III over a sandal scuff on the bathroom floor over some water when you're brushing your teeth. Like, it's other things.
Right, so like when a person is just every 5 minutes
yes.
just mopping or vacuuming, sweeping.
Yeah.
Yes, I do like to clean up. If it's something nasty, I will clean up 3 to 4 times a day. I'm sorry, that's just what I like to do.
But that's you, so you can't put that on somebody else because that's what you want to do.
Right. I mean, you don't live by yourself, so.
I understand that, but still, if I'm cleaning up, I expect you to keep up what I've cleaned. Don't make it a big mess when it doesn't have to be that way. Just keep it small. If you use a glass, use that same glass. You don't have to go get another glass. If you use a plate, use that same plate. You don't have to go get another plate if you already used that plate. Wash that plate, let it dry, and use it again. That's how I feel. If you see spills on the floor, wipe up the floor. Don't leave spills on the floor and walk past. Let the floor get sticky, and then you just la 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 la. It's also on the floor for 2 days, and then it's a spill, and then no.
Also too, I agree too. So yeah, I'm also with that. Don't have your floor messy. Take care of yourself. Take care of your place. So.
And it's also, I feel like you want the person to clean when you want the person to clean. Everybody's not going to clean on your same.
That's another thing. If you want your place clean, then do it. Because if I want my place clean, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to sit here and wait on anybody. I'm not going to complain about what somebody did. If I want something done, I'm going to do it. Because at the end of the day, like I said earlier, arguing over spilled milk isn't going to get anything clean.
Yeah, it's really not. And you're just making yourself upset for nothing.
Okay,
right.
But I don't.
At the end of the day,
it needs to be done, so just do it. But at the
it.
same time, you shouldn't have to continuously clean up after somebody.
Right,
either.
because if that's the case, then somebody could do something, and then I could look at a spot that they didn't clean, and then I could say, you know what, you didn't clean this, so I'm just going to dismiss you as even your effort. I'm going to dismiss your effort because your cleaning isn't what I consider cleaning.
Right.
So, that's something that
you're not recognizing when I am doing it, but when I'm not doing it, you definitely gonna say something.
Yeah,
and
like
if you do it and it's not the way you want to do it.
Exactly. Don't parade the cleaning. Like if you're gonna clean. Be real about your cleaning. Don't hold up. Oh, I'm cleaning as a parade. Like. So what? You're supposed to be clean,
right.
Especially around these times. You're supposed to be sanitizing. So.
What else? You got any other questions?
Is there anything else you want to touch on? What are you gonna do about OCD.
I'm not going to stop being OCD. I'm going to continue cleaning up. If I see some mess, I'm just going to clean it because that's what I do.
Are you going to be quiet and do it? Or
Maybe I'll work on it. Maybe I'll just clean
it's
up.
not maybe. I mean, I feel like you should be quiet and just do it.
Okay, so I'll just
That's
start
your
cleaning
issue.
up. But the issue is that's the issue is if I'm cleaning and I'm communicating with you, let's clean today. If I'm saying,
Are you communicating effectively, or are
No.
you're talking to a person like they're a child?
Yeah,
I tend to do that. I tend sometimes to talk to him like a child, but it's not on purpose. That's the thing. It's not on purpose. It's not like I want to. It's just comes
But if
out that way
someone's
sometimes.
Constantly telling you this, are you going to make a conscious effort to not do it anymore?
Yes, I will make a conscious effort to not do it anymore. Because we all have feelings, you know.
Right.
I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Me neither.
Especially his
I feel
feelings.
like a lot of people don't consider other people's feelings in relationships.
And that's another thing. In relationships, sometimes you do not consider your partner's feelings sometimes. When you say things, you do things, or you just react to things. Sometimes you don't consider their feelings. And then after you already said it or done it or react, then you go back and say, dang, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have did that. But it's already too late because you already had said it, did it, and act on it. So just be aware of your partner's feelings and how it'll affect that person within your relationship.
Absolutely.
What do you have to say about that?
Yes, you have to be considerate of your significant other, your both partners. You don't want to give each other a nervous breakdown or anything like that. So, be considerate of your partner in their mental state and also your mental state too.
Oh, and let's talk about discipline. Also, when it comes to kids and in relationship, also communication is a big point in a relationship when it comes to your children and discipline. I feel like sometimes I don't want to be told when, oh, your daughter was acting this way, or she said this, or she said that. You need to say this. I don't want you to tell me when I should say something or when I should discipline my daughter. Just like I wouldn't want to tell you when you should discipline your child, your son. So how do you feel about that?
No comment. No comment. Fortunately for me, I don't have those kind of issues, but yeah, no comment.
All right, well, that was it, and I will hope everybody have a blessed and wonderful Wednesday, and I will talk to you guys again later.